This is just a quick little video. I was doing some thinking last week, and this is just from my personal experience. I'm going to be talking about the Gematria code and numerology and things like that in this video, and just from past experience and how that's affected me in my life. But then once I took a break from it, I realized a lot of things. And I don't know if a lot of people watching my channel felt the same way. Because after the championship, and not just the championship from this year, previous outcomes on sporting events, where the number code, or whatever you want to call it, the numerology, didn't work for that sporting event. Okay. Back when I was, going a little way deeper into this stuff, studying this thing a lot deeper, I still do a lot of sports betting and things like that. I know people thought, I wasn't here for the right reasons on the channel. I got some comments that said, you're not here for the right reason, if you're betting on sports. Everybody's got to have a little fun now and then, okay? And sure, I'm trying to make money teaching people, to bet on sports, whether you want to follow my advice or not, that's up to you. But, I've been sports betting for quite a while, but that's another subject, okay? I've been sports betting way before I started looking at this numerology, gematria stuff, okay? I just wanted to talk about past experience and how this gematria code, this numerology stuff, it could really affect your psyche and your mindset if you don't know how to put it down, put it aside for a little bit, because of the fact that there's other people around you. And once I started realizing that there's other people around you that may like you, may love you, okay? And in my case, there were people that I wasn't giving enough time to. I was getting too deep into this stuff, and it starts to consume you. It makes you a little bit paranoid, okay? Kind of gets you paranoid. You're always fixated on a certain thing, on a certain plan that you're trying to follow, and you're not living free. You don't have a open mind, okay? Sure, you have an open mind to the possibility of these events going on, world events that gematria predicts, okay? But you're not having an open mind with other people. And that's where it can kind of get scary and detract you from relationships and from peers and people that you really loved, okay? So not everybody's going to have the same viewpoint as you. And, back when I stopped, I realized, some of these people, once I started studying this gematria stuff, some of these people I would shy away from after that, because of the fact that they were doing things that I didn't approve of, whether they were having fun doing it or just joking around, things like that. And I can't really accuse them of anything, because that's just the way their nature was. That's just how they were. That's their personality. Okay. That's how they were taught. They listened to the mainstream stuff. Okay. And that's not their fault in a way, because that's just what they've been seeing all their life. They haven't been exposed to people like, for instance, myself, and to these other YouTubers. They haven't really delved into stuff like that. So you can't really fault them for that, okay? So that's why I'm saying you have to have an open mind. You have to open your hearts to people, because not everybody is trying to attack you. And that was the case with me. I always thought, people are trying to come after me, or, attack me for certain things, or, because I got too deep into this stuff, too deep. My mind was, every time I wake up in the morning, I don't know if some people feel like this, if they got this deep into it, but sometimes I would think, I would open the TV and I would see 33 and then my mind would start racing. I would look at my phone, my time on my phone, my smartphone, and it would say 6:33, and I would, my mind would just start, just thinking. And I feel like that can be unhealthy at times. So like I said, it's definitely a good thing to have numerology and gematria take into consideration. It's definitely a good, useful tool, but I definitely wouldn't let this consume you, because if you don't know how to balance that between your life, your real life, and how other people around you are viewing you, you're gonna run into a lot of problems later on. So it's definitely good to have an open mind, but also treat people and teach them. Don't preach it to them, but teach them little by little certain things, and give them suggestions about your mind and how you think. So that's just something that I wanted to make in this video. Just a little kind of like an inspirational thing. And that was just something from past experience. I feel like you'll live a lot more happier, not worrying about certain things, even though they could be happening in the world. And other people might be getting hurt from it. It's also good to not just let it bring you down as well. So that's why I mentioned earlier on that I was kind of glad that this Cavaliers prediction was wrong, from some of these YouTubers. I was kind of glad it was wrong, because that kind of gives hope. That kind of gives hope that maybe the world isn't so bad after all. A lot of it is bad, but I'm saying it gives hope, and that's a good thing. Okay, so I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I'll be back with another one, and I'll be getting back into sports and things like that. So just keep sharing my videos, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you then.